Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a story time about all things supernatural. These are going to be my personal experiences with extraterrestrial beings, demonic beings, supernatural things that you can't see, shapeshifters. So fun. So, I just mentioned in Collective Coffee, it's still uploading right now, that I've been visited by Greys telepathically. And I know that probably a lot of people think that's fucking crazy. So I thought I'd get on here and share my experiences. I also have prolific dreams or prophetic dreams. When I astral travel, I've been to lots of different places in astral travel. I personally do like missions, I guess. I don't know, it's some soul shit. But anyway, I really want to talk about things that I've experienced on this 3D realm in regards to other beings. So, I'll start with the Greys. I was visited by 3 Greys one evening. It was while we were in Cottonwood. And if you don't know where Cottonwood is, it's nestled between Jerome and Sedona. So there's lots of activity. There's vortexes in Sedona. Jerome is incredibly haunted, for lack of a better word. There's just really crazy energy there. And we lived in Cottonwood in the RV park. And one night when we were going to bed, I was visited by 3 Greys. And I was like, what do you want? And they just observed, which I mentioned in my Collective Coffee. And then they went away. So we didn't communicate more than that. I was annoyed, like I mentioned, and because the Greys are just, I mentioned that a lot of people think that the Greys are like really bad. Some people think that the Greys are like in human skin suits and like they're the ones that are ruling the world. I don't really know, but I had 3 Greys come to me in their form telepathically, and they just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, what? Now, when I was in Los Angeles, so this was back in 2016, 2017, I saw shapeshifters. So if you're not familiar with what reptilians, reptilians are like a lizard being, and a lot of people think that reptilians also have capabilities of being in skin suits, human skin suits. And we were at Planet Fitness on Washington Boulevard, and there were 2 fucking shapeshifters on the stair steppers right in front of me, and they shifted right in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? LA is a really, really demonic place, which is why ironically it's called the City of Angels. I had lots of activity in LA. I had lots of entities attached to me. So if you're not familiar with that, like energetic entities, there's demonic entities. We're seeing a lot more of this stuff, like, especially with like Travis Scott's concert. Y'all remember that? Where people were like circulating the videos and you could see like shadows going into the crowds and like, people, I mean, we are seeing more things. A lot of it, yes, can be AI generated, but a lot of it isn't. So that's why in Collective Coffee, I call to use your discernment. But anyway, entities, I had a lot of, entities attached to me. So my partner at the time, was like all air in his natal chart. Like over half of his natal chart was air, and he worked in a very low vibrational human suffering space. And I used to fucking like, and I'm a Pisces. My chart has no air in it. My chart is all parts even water, earth, and fire. 4 of each of those. My chart, no air. So I would tell this motherfucker, I'm like, man, you've got entities attached to you. Like, I can feel them. Like, you need to like smudge yourself before you come inside. And he like couldn't. So like he couldn't feel them. And so like energetically speaking, we're surrounded by things all the time. But I just wanted to get on here and share a couple of my experiences. I've met people who have met like Pleiadians, which are like said to be like peacekeepers of the universe. And they're like 8 feet tall, like white beings. I've met a few folks who have encountered them. I never have personally. I've never tried to. But I want to share also a few of the dreams I've had very recently, or astral travel or warnings. I've seen a lot of shit that's gonna happen. Back in Los Angeles, I saw some of the things. I saw that people were gonna be bussed out of neighborhoods. And I also saw warships on the coast of LA. Like big ass warships. I saw bloodshed happen on the beach. This hasn't happened yet. I don't know when it's going to. There's no linear timeline to visions, because anybody can make a different change and then the vision could be obsolete. So anyway, I've also seen tornadoes. Tornadoes are really big in my dreams. Like I had one last night with 3 smaller tornadoes and bustling people around. I had one with this massive tornado a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, massive tornado turned everything upside down. And I found some creators on TikTok yesterday actually that also have had some dreams about tornadoes. So it's tornado season in the middle of the country, but we are also seeing like some day after tomorrow shit. Like there were tornadoes in LA this year. So yeah, don't know about that. I've also had dreams about, like, some of my astral travels have felt like rescue missions. I've had lots of things where I've been in situations in my dream, but it's like real. I don't know. If you don't astral travel, this probably just makes me sound like a crazy person, but I've been on lots of missions saving women and children in astral. Specifically one time they were being there was like this big convoy of these red like Jeep or red cars, and there was like this big line of red cars, and then there was a like cage fence, like, you know, just a metal fence, regular fence, and then like this line of cars, and then there was like this big pyramid. So I was leading this in my astral travel, had to jump the fence and like squeeze through these cards and like book it up to this fucking pyramid. For some reason they couldn't get onto the pyramid, so once we got up there we were safe, and there was like a gazebo type thing. Anyway, so all that to say is, like, everyday life is happening here in the 3D, but like around us there's constant energies, and if you're not someone that sees these things or feels these things, or if it's caused you to go into psychosis, yeah, me too. So you like cut it off. That's what I've done for years. I didn't understand, but like finding a lot of like-minded people and people who have similar experiences online, specifically TikTok, has like been really, really cool and influential to me to not be afraid of my gifts anymore. Do you want to go back outside? You got the hiccups? Yeah, it's too much Sprite. But I have seen shapeshifters. I have seen grays, not in the physical, but I've seen them in my space. The shapeshifters was the big one. I feel like I have seen reptilians. I don't know if reptilians and shapeshifters are the same thing. I've never personally seen anybody, like, in my own life with the reptilian eye change. I have seen interviews where that's happened. So I just want to like add into some supernatural mystical shit. We are being disclosed all this information, so I wanted to let you know as a real person with no agenda. I'm on the right side of the fight in many different dimensions.